So, faraway Lucas, is there any reason you picked this particular topic to talk about today?
Yeah, it's because we've been sponsored by a gaming channel today, Karl.
Yes, ConquisTV. Check them out in the descriptions below and hear about them at the end of the video. Thank you for the money. Let's talk about Halo. Yeah. The release of Halo 3 in 2007 was arguably one of the most hotly anticipated media events of the entire decade. A critical and commercial success, Halo 3 was notable for the numerous times it was leaked just before launch, something Microsoft responded to by banning anybody playing an illegally obtained copy of the game for upwards of 6 millennia. I'm loving wearing your shirt today when we've been sponsored by someone else. If that bit stays in, fuck yeah, sorry about that. It's nice. It's soft. Lucas's merch is soft, buy it. I'm selling out today, I might as well sell out super hard. Anyway.
So Karl, let's just take a minute to actually just talk about Halo 3.
Because, fuck yeah, Halo 3, which was the sequel to, we shit you not, Halo 2, which was the sequel to Halo 1. But, like, as someone who was a teenager around the time Halo 3 got released, Lucas, can you speak to just the electricity that was in the air from fans of the series about the release of Halo 3?
Yeah, I can, and everyone I knew was super excited. And in fact, this is the game that made me buy an Xbox for the first time.
I think that's true for a lot of people, and Halo 3 was the game. And it's one of the first games I remember as well that was advertised on TV. And I think Halo 3 is just one of those watershed moments in the medium of video games that helped sell it as this is now just a part of media.
Yeah, because not only did they advertise it on TV, they had like all of those like live action set piece like vignettes and shit.
Yeah, because people are thinking like, well, they always advertise games on TV. You always see like the next FIFA advertiser. Yeah, and usually it's just here's some gameplay footage and a release date. It's FIFA, who gives a shit. But for Halo, like some of the ads were like art, like that diorama one, which I always bring up because it's so sick, and it's like the immaculate Halo 3 diorama, and it zooms in on Master Chief as the plasma grenade starts glowing. Like, holy fuck, this looks awesome! What is this? Just media events and/or products I can join. How do I give money to whatever this is? At least to me, that's the first time I ever saw video games being advertised like that, and it was just fucking huge. Halo 3 was fucking massive, and it is was one of the biggest media releases of all time. And like something that contributed to the fan fervor around the game is the fact that Bungie, who were making the game at the time, just absolutely refused to tell people anything about it. The ads, they did not tell you anything about the story. They more sold the tone of the game.
Exactly.
And like that was fucking awesome. And then we can't not speak about the multiplayer beta that came with a copy of Crackdown. Yeah. Do you remember that? And this was amazing.
The only reason people were buying Crackdown.
That's what I remember, because Crackdown ended up being one of the best-selling games of that year, purely because when you bought it, you got access to the Halo 3 beta. Yeah. But all you really need to know is that Bungie and Microsoft remained frustratingly tight-lipped about any real details about what the story of Halo 3 was going to be. And many fans were willing to risk it all to find out what happened in the game, even if those risks included being banned from Xbox Live for roughly the amount of time it takes Thor to take a shit.
What do you mean they were banned for that long?
What I mean is, shortly before the official release of Halo 3, an early build of the game made its way onto file-sharing websites. And I know this doesn't really have much to do with what we're talking about, but I feel compelled to mention that version of the game was known internally as Epsilon, because how fucking future does that sound? Whenever you hear stuff like that, it always annoys me that like games companies don't go with the internal names they have for things. Because
like the Xbox Scorpio.
Yes, because we are, at the time of recording this, because this is probably going to go out when the new consoles are out, probably, depending on when our sponsor wants this video to go live. So as of the time of recording this, we are on the cusp of the new generation of consoles, and I look at them and go, the fuck are any of these things? like PlayStation, they've got it nailed. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's really difficult to get mixed up with them. Xbox, the fuck you doing? What's the newest one? Is it Xbox Series X or the Xbox Series S?
Yeah, they are the two SKUs that they're going for, yeah.
and like, which is weird because then you have the Xbox One S, and what's the one that they're calling the sad box?
The Xbox One S All Digital Edition, aka the Xbox One Sad Edition.
The Xbox Sad Edition, and then the Xbox One Series, or the Xbox Series X is like, what, the Sex Edition? I don't want consoles to be named like fucking iPhones. I want them to have the cool internal names, such as, like, what was the one for Xbox? Is it Scarlet?
It was Scarlet that was split up into, like, was it Anaconda and something else?
And then you go back to the days of the Wii. Do you remember what the Wii was going to be?
The Revolution!
And then you have the GameCube, which is going to be the Dolphin.
Say, the one I want, the Dolphin, yeah.
The Nintendo Dolphin! I want the fucking Dolphin! And then, no, what's it called? What is it? It's a cube that plays games. What's it called? The GameCube. Fucking great!
So what happened to this, like, you know, Epsilon version of the game?
Like Halo 3 Epsilon, man. That sounds like the epilogue that you should have had to the end of the game, where it's just you and Ab stomping the last remnants of the Covenant to death. Anyway, this version of the game was downloaded tens of thousands of times from various file-sharing websites, and many fans got to play the game early, and like plot details got leaked almost immediately. But here's the rub, because Microsoft, obviously, they're annoyed about that, but there's not much they can do. So if you're going to play this game early, we can't really stop you unless you're stupid enough to try and play it online. The version of the game was basically complete, so it did work online, so some fans tried to play it online, which they could because the servers were already up. Microsoft and Bungie kind of had an easy time telling who did not have a legit copy of the game. They looked at their servers and saw like 2,000 people playing it a week before release. That's just so obvious, isn't it? They looked at it and went, well, these people have clearly stolen this game. And what Xbox did is decided, you know what? Fuck these people. They've stolen the most hotly anticipated release we have on our calendar. Let's ban them until December 31st in the year 9999. And if folks at home, you're wondering, why did they pick such a weirdly specific date? That was literally the longest amount of time they were able to ban somebody on the service. And the best thing about this is when you go look at like the old forum posts from people who caught that ban.
Oh, yeah.
And they're in there trying to like be like, I'm not sure why, but I've been banned from Xbox until the next Ice Age. And all you get is like an Xbox representative saying, well, you stole Halo, fuck you, you're banned. And while Xbox and Microsoft were all too happy to talk about the fact they banned people for about 6 millennia from Xbox Live, Bungie remained quite tight-lipped about it. However, there were a few choice quotes from people involved with the company. My favourite being that, oh, well, I hope somebody tells those guys as great-great-great-great-great-grandkids that the Halo 3 was pretty good. It's just, I fucking love that shit. So, Lucas, today's episode was sponsored, yes?
It was, yes.
By a lovely guy called Miles, or ConquisTV as he's known on Twitch. Links to which you'll find below, and there's some logos here that he'll have provided for us. And this is a similar deal to the one we've had on the channel before, where this nice guy reached out to us and was like, yeah, I want to grow my Twitch channel. It's fucking difficult doing it on your own. I'll give you some money if you mention it. I'm like, that sounds like a pretty sweet deal. Do you want me to say anything in the video? He's like, nah, just mention my channel and mention that I stream. And that's it.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy, and you should definitely go support him.
You should, because he's helping support this channel, and he's now a friend of the channel, because fuck yeah, he also agrees with our ethos of fuck it, it'll do, the professionally unprofessional, and he gave me a little bit of background information about his, like how he came to stream, and it was, I was trying to stream all of the Tomb Raider games from the first one to the last one, and didn't realise just how big a fan base Tomb Raider has.
Yeah.
And noticed that I built up a small but nonetheless dedicated audience who loved watching me struggle with these puzzles, because I'm really bad at puzzles and just not great at gameplay in general, in specific circumstances. So I decided to just start playing Dark Souls games. And what we did is, rather than like a boring ad read or anything like that, is we decided to have a Pokémon Battle. And I love Pokemon, but I don't have any competitive teams in my current version of Pokemon. But Lucas does. So I selected Lucas to be my champion. And Lucas, you were feeling pretty confident at first, weren't you?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? We've been streaming some Pokemon lately on my channel. Like, I'm getting back into it and feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, and then we hop onto the call with Miles, ConquisTV, check him out. And he's like, oh yeah, I like Pokemon. I used to go to tournaments. And it's like, oh, we're fucked. We're done. What are we supposed to do about this? And what you will see following this brief conversation is a highlight reel of the best 2 out of 3 Pokemon match that Miles and Lucas had while I was there shoutcasting. As much as I hate that word, I guess. I was a hype man. And if you'd like to see the full version of that video, you can do so at a link found below. But before we get to that highlight reel, we have an announcement, don't we, Lucas?
Yes, we do, yes.
We do, and that announcement is that several days after this goes live, we don't know yet, the details are still up in the air. Myself and Lucas will be joining ConquisTV on their Twitch stream, just to hang out, play some more Pokemon, maybe have some like weird random battles, some theme battles. Maybe I'm going to join in. I want to breed myself a competitive team on Pokemon. I'm going to join in. I want to join in the fun. Maybe some viewers can get involved. Like if you have some people out there want to join us and play some Pokemon battles with us. So keep an eye out on the channel, our social media links, and most importantly, ConquisTV's links as well, to see an announcement on that. But without further ado, the Pokemon battle. Thank you, ConquisTV. Okay, so I'm here with ConquisTV. He has challenged Fiend, the channel, to a Pokemon battle. And I just pussed the fuck out and made Lucas do it instead. So Lucas is also here. Lucas, put the room code to 8008. 8008. So it's boop boop.
Okay.
Yeah!
Boop, boop.
We're adults. Here we go. Time for a battle. I'm ready.
All right. Let's pretend I know how to do this.
I love that. It's quietly in the background. Let's pretend I know what I'm doing.
Oh my god. Oh
Lucas,
my god,
no.
that's so strong. Oh god, no. Puff Daddy. No, Puff Daddy.
Oh my god. Lucas.
Oh,
Oh
Neither have
no!
I.
No!
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, the crit.
Oh my. Tell us about your channel though. Like wow, this like
Yeah,
this
do it.
big battle.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Tell yourself. Tell my audience. This is gonna be in a video 100,000 people are gonna watch. How goes that?
Oh boy. I mainly stream games I'm bad at.
Yeah,
that's the
us
whole
too.
shtick.
Oh, the crit.
Oh god, that kick.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh no.
No, he took it. Like, it's all ass. That Pokemon is literally entirely an ass.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh god, no.
Oh god. So, Miles, do you have any like closing things to say? So you got access to the whole channel. This is your
the whole
chance.
channel.
Yeah, this is
all of it.
Everyone's watching right now. We'll make sure this bit goes in right at the end.
Follow me on Twitch, ConquisTV.
Fuck, I respect that so much.
Gotcha.
Like, everyone I've done this and stuff, I was like, I don't really want to like talk about myself. It's like, well, that's why you're here.
That is literally why you're here.
You're here to talk about yourself.
Go follow and subscribe to ConquisTV, guys.
Yes, absolutely 100%. And maybe there'll be some bonus stuff going up with them soon.
Ooh.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing, yes. By which I mean, I've not decided what it is yet.